Record on this computer. Yes. Okay. I am recording. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is going to be more of like a training. This is what I do, and everything that I will be talking about are little snippets and tips and tricks and strategies that I've taken from so many different Power Hour presenters. And I've kind of made it my own and what works for me. So, and I was listening to Josh Coates' podcast earlier today, and they were saying, just like try to choose one thing from this training that you're going to implement. Don't be overwhelmed by so many different things, because something that you might choose will work for you, but I'm going to be sharing a few different things. So maybe someone else might choose something else that works for them. Don't be overwhelmed and just try to, pick one thing. They said, pick one thing and master that, make that a habit, and then you can move on to another one. And that will kind of build and help you grow. Okay, so I am going to share my screen. Oh, here's Diane. Let me get my slides. Okay, I don't need to share sound. All right, so let's go up to the beginning. And this will just be, here's just a quick check-in and a mindset check. So this is also a mindset check slash, kind of, are you doing the things you need to be doing? And does that match your goals? So if your goal is, I want to hit Success Club, but you're not actually talking to people, do those really match? So mindset check, what are your goals right now? What do you need to do in, we have 1 week left in March to hit your goal for this month. Where are you at? Always, before you do a Power Hour, make sure you're in the right headspace. So let me turn this off. I always do my Power Hours first thing in the morning. I just feel better. I have my coffee. It's kind of my happy place. I get back, actually get my coffee and I get back in bed. And that's where I do my Power Hour. And it only takes me actually 20 to 30 minutes to do this. Not even 30 minutes. So just make sure you're in the right headspace and you know what you're doing. Some things to think about is, what are you marketing for? So are you when you're talking to people, or when you're putting things in your stories or on your Instagram posts, are you talking about your challenge groups right now? Or maybe it's a specific program. I know a 9-week Control Freak was coming out. That's kind of all I was talking about. Or maybe it's a free group that you're talking about this week, or coaching opportunities. So just choose one. You don't need to focus on all of them. Just choose one. I try to choose one a week to focus on when I'm talking in my stories and in my posts. And then, do you have a call to action post up within the last 5 days? So try to at least have one a week. And that is, that's your storefront. That's you. That's your excuse, I guess, to reach out to people if they like it or they comment on it. That is your opportunity to reach out and start a conversation with them. So just always making sure you have that up, and you never know when it's the right time for someone to reach out to you. You just never know. So, and it's one person that, don't worry about getting, 50 likes. It's just one person that you need to see that maybe it's the right time for them. Okay. So just some things to think about. Okay, so what we're going to do first really quickly is follow up with anyone who had either an open house tonight. Maybe you sent a couple friends an invite to open house, but they didn't respond to you. So you just want to make sure that they saw your invite, or maybe it was someone from last week. So we'll just take a couple minutes really quickly to follow up with a few people that you've just been talking to in the last week or so. Okay. And we'll just do a few minutes. I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to send a voice message. Okay, so a couple of them, and I just said, you know, wanted to make sure you got my last voice clip. I know we all get so busy. And I even tell people that I won't even open a message or a notification until I'm ready to respond. And I know not everybody's like that. So maybe they open it and they see it and they just forget to respond to you. So I'll tell them, like, that happens to me all the time. I just want to make sure you saw my message. Now I try not to even open a message until I'm ready to respond. So, you know, that's a great, easy way to kind of follow up with people that are not responding. Okay, so we are going to get into exactly what I do in the mornings for my power hours. And it's really two things. The first one is following people, adding followers. And the second one is making connections. Okay, so where you need to start is finding, and this is Instagram. So I won't really be focusing on Facebook. You can transfer all of these tips to Facebook, but I'm mostly talking about Instagram, just so you guys know. But you need to find accounts or pages on Instagram that connect with you. So maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. There's a lot of stay-at-home mom accounts that are awesome, that provide, you know, great value, that have a lot of followers. So you do want to find an account that has a good amount of followers, so you have a good pool of people to make connections with, if that makes sense. So here's just my examples. I live in Long Beach, California. So there's quite, and I'm a mom. So there's quite a few Long Beach moms Instagram accounts, okay, where I can find people that I connect with. I am a law enforcement wife. So there's many law enforcement accounts that I also can find people that I connect with. Teaching, I'm a teacher, so more specifically special ed. So I do connect with a lot of special ed teachers. And I'll give you some more examples, but you know, another big one is home decor. A lot of people might be really into, you know, decorating their house or following interior design accounts. So if you connect with that, that would be a great one. But I recommend literally writing them down wherever you keep notes, or maybe the notes on your phone. Find a few that you can go to, and these people that you would connect with. Okay, because that's the main thing, is we're trying to make friends. We want to make real connections. Okay. Really quickly, I am going, so think about that right now. I'm going to just double check. Where's my participants? And make sure I have no one in the waiting room. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So where's all my notifications are coming up. What we're going to do now is simply add followers. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you guys an example. I'm going to bring up Instagram on here. So basically, you're going to go to that account. So say you're a stay-at-home mom and you found a great stay-at-home mom account. She gives lots of tips and tricks for maybe toddlers at home. Okay, so you're going to go to her account. You're going to go to her last post and all the people that liked it. And usually there's, I mean, if you're going to a really good account, there's going to be at least 100 likes. So that's a good pool of people. And you're going to just scroll down the list and follow 10 to 15 people, and you're not going to think about it. You're just going to look at their picture, look at their name, and follow. Okay. And I highlighted this part to remember for later. Next time you go into your Instagram, you open it up and you see, oh, I have some new followers. Okay. Make sure, I'm going to talk about this again in a minute, but make sure you introduce yourself to your new followers. Okay. That's just, for me, that's a respectful thing to do. They're following me for a reason, I would hope. And so I want to, and I don't know them personally. So I'm going to make sure I introduce myself. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Where's my, hold on. Okay. I'll just stop share and then bring it up. I'm going to bring up Instagram. If I can get out of the, there it is. Okay. So this is exactly what I am talking about right here. So this is the first thing I do with my power hour. I went to this person's, she's a special ed teacher. She has 90,000 followers, so that's a lot. That gives me a really good pool. So I'm gonna go to her last post, okay? And this is on the computer. I do everything from my phone, but I wanted to be able to give you guys examples. So here's her last post. I'm gonna go down here to where there's 209 people that liked it. Okay, and the reason you do this is because you know that these people are active on Instagram. You don't want to find someone that maybe never opens their Instagram or you know, hasn't opened it in months, because you're definitely not going to get a response from them or a connection. Okay, so that's the reason why you want to go to one of the latest ones. That means they've been active recently. And so right now, all I'm going to do is follow just by looking kind of at the picture and the name. I'm going to follow, and I usually try to, I only do women, just connect more with women. So I'm just going to click follow on a few of them, just to give you guys an example right now. And these people, they might have a public account, they might have a non or a private account, non-public. Okay, so there we go. I usually do 10 to 15, okay? That takes me what, a couple minutes. And then go ahead, and if you guys have questions, put them in the chat or just stop me and ask me. Okay, I'm gonna go back to, so that's the first thing. That's just following people. And again, maybe you'll go into your Instagram later and you have new followers, and it was from that, okay? I'll get to the introducing yourself. Okay, so this is the big one, I really think, and it's connecting and building relationships. And we're going to do this very similarly to what I just talked about, but we are going to try and engage with people. I'm going to send 10 people an introduction message. I'm going to introduce myself to 10 people that I don't know, okay? So I'm going to go to the account, and I'm going to show you guys this again. I'm going to, same thing, click on the followers, or go to the last post and the people that liked that post, okay, because you know they've been active. And I'm going to show you guys this, so you can go back and read this, but I give you, you know, what to do if their account is private, because I do send people, if their account is private, I still introduce myself to them. And then if their account is public, I'll try to like a few of their pictures. If I find one I want to comment on, then I'll put a comment on it. I'll follow them, and then I'll send my introduction message. So those are the kind of steps that I do, and I'm going to give you an example right here. So I'm going to go to, just to change it up, I'm going to go to another page that I like to go to. This one is for law enforcement. So they have, this one has 1,000. So I'm going to click on the last post that they did. I'm going to click on their likes. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this person, Carolyn. Looks like I want to be her friend. I'm going to follow her. And then, you know what, I did this the other time. Let's go back and go to one that's, you can, if they're a private account, you can send them a message. I don't think you can do it on the computer, but you can on your phone. So I'm going to find one that's, if I can, that's not, well, yeah, I guess I could go to that one. That's, here we go. So actually this lady looks like she's already into fitness, so this may not be a good one. Oh, well, clean living. I'm still going to use this as an example. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to like a few of her posts. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to follow her. So like, follow, and message. Okay, I'm going to send her a message right now. And I'm going to copy and paste my message. These are the messages that I use. And I really just use 2, and I'll change them around slightly. I do try to use their name all the time. If I see something I want to say, like, you know, I noticed that you're into fitness too. I just wanted to introduce myself. So little things, but for the most part, this is the script I use. And this is my introducing myself. So I'm going to copy that, and I just introduce myself. And I do say I have a passion for sharing about health and fitness and helping others. And I hope you'll follow and have a great day. So very simple. Okay, so I copied that. I'm going to paste it here. And I'm going to say it's not day now, it's evening here. So I'm going to say have a great evening. Okay, and send. And I'm going to do that to 10 people. Okay. So if you guys are following along and working with me, go for it. I'll do one more just as an example. Oh, I need to get out of this person's page. Okay, let's do this again. I'll go back to, okay, so I'm going to go back to this teacher page to give you guys an example. And I'm going to find, right now I'm just finding a public account. Okay, so I'm going to go to this girl. She looks friendly. I'm going to like a few of her posts, like, and like. Okay, I might comment if I wanted to. And then I'm going to follow and message. And her name is Rachel. So I'm going to say, hey, Rachel. I'm going to paste my introduction, and I'm just going to change it to evening. And that's it. So I do 10 every morning. Sorry, not every morning, Monday through Thursday. Monday through Thursday, so 10. Let's go back here. Any questions so far? Let me see, do I have it right here? Yes, okay. So I send my 10 messages in the morning throughout the day, and that's it. Throughout the day, I might, do we get a chat? No. Oh, Shauna. Throughout the day, they might respond back. Okay, so they'll either respond, hey, thanks for introducing yourself. They might like. So some people maybe don't want to say anything, but they'll like it. Or they might just follow me. So any of those things, I'll see that in my notifications, and I'm adding them to my list. Okay, so if they follow me, if they respond, or if they like it, I just know that they noticed it. I'm adding them to my list. Okay, and here is your funnel. And this is so, so important, you guys. A funnel is so great for this analogy, because you should be at the top of that funnel. You are adding people. I'm adding people all week to my conversations, to my list. And eventually, maybe they'll scoot down and I'll invite them. And then maybe they'll actually show up to the open house. And then maybe eventually they'll say yes, and I'm ready, and they'll pop down out of that funnel. Okay. So adding new connections daily to your list is huge, because you never know how long those people are going to hang out there at the top of the funnel. Some people, it's a while. Some people just go zoom straight through the funnel. You just never know, okay? Because it's up to them. You are sharing is caring, and you care, so you share. So you are just sharing, you are inviting, you are adding people to your funnel, and it's up to them when they decide that, yes, I need a change, or yes, I need to do something about my health, whatever it is, okay? And they pop out of the end of that funnel. I'll share really quickly, because I did have a question about this, where I put my list. For a very long time, I just used paper and pencil, and I do still each week have who I'm talking to that week. But because I talk to so many people, I use Google Streak. Kind of really liked that for the last year. I used to do one a month. Now I'm doing like one I guess a trimester, 3 months. So, and these are, Google Streak is another training, but here you see lead and new combo. So these are the people that that are in red. They liked, they messaged me, maybe they followed me, whatever it might be. They are on my new combo list. Okay. And maybe at lunchtime, or I'm in the pickup line, I'll go to that new combo list and I'll try to interact with them again. I do try to interact with them again. Some people just, they're not talkers, which I'm not a talker, but I do try to interact with them again. After a few days, couple days to a week, I will send them my open house invite. That's a lot of people that didn't respond to my open house invite right there. And then I have said yes to open house. So these will be all my follow-ups, and I will continue to follow up with all these people. And then anyone that I see, you know, automatically would make a great coach, or they've shown interest in coaching, I do have a list for that. But it's very simple and it's very easy to use. If you ever want more information on how to use Google Streak, I use it mostly on my phone. Again, I hardly ever use a computer. Okay, so that's adding to funnel. These, and I did share this in our Team Stars page. So you do have these in case you wanted some more ideas on what to say. Again, anyone liking, commenting, following your stories, all of those are open invitations for you to interact with them or to invite them, okay? But here are just some ideas that you can use. And again, that's in the Team Stars page as well. These are just some ideas, and these two, I cannot take credit for. These were given to me on a power hour that I attended. So there's also some ideas on inviting to the business there. Here are some for following up, just some ideas. And again, really the only two scripts I use are my introduction message and my invite to open house. Those are really the only two I use. And then after that, it's just authentic conversation. But those are both in, or they should be in the slides. Okay. And then here are just some ideas on posting. I only do a few a week, and I use Planoly, the app Planoly, to schedule my posts. But I do, and this is another one, another training, but I do try to have, you know, a couple on workouts. I try to have one of my family that's non-fitness. I might try to have one about food. So just varying it and giving people value when they come to your page, because that is your storefront, right? So they follow you, they might be checking out your page, and they'll see maybe the few latest posts you have. I want to make sure they know I'm a mom. I want to make sure they know I'm into fitness, and that maybe they can get some inspiration or health or nutrition tips, recipes, whatever it might be. Okay, I think that is it. Very simple. So yes, I do that every morning. It really only takes me 15-20 minutes. And then I'm done, do my workout. And then throughout the day, I might respond. If they respond to me, then yes, I'm going to start a conversation and just really interact. And I actually find, because I like I said, I'm not a talker. I'm not outgoing. But I do find it's kind of fun to make new friends and figure out, where are you from? That's one question I'll often ask when they respond. I noticed you're also a law enforcement wife. Where are you guys from? So it is fun to make new friends and just really start that genuine conversation. And that builds the trust that you are a real person, that you are genuine, and then you can send that invite. So you are welcome, Lindsay. I'm going to stop the recording just to keep it. Where's my recording? There we go.